Okay, we're recording now. Okay, tell Debbie hello for you, because she loves to hear you talk.
Hello, Debbie. You like to hear me talk funny talk?
she does. In case anybody wants to know, Debbie King, my cousin, on my dad's side of the family, her dad is Uncle Frank Abbott. So Debbie texted me and wants to know what she thought of her nanny, my grandmother, Ora Ann
Wallace.
Abbott. Well, she was a Wallace, but Abbott. So anyway, Debbie wants to know what you thought of Nanny, how you felt about Nanny. You might want to tell her the first dinner that you had. So let's talk about that a little bit.
All right. I don't remember meeting Mom the first time. I always called her Mom for some reason. I don't know why. But she was the kindest, nicest person I ever met in America. And she treated me like a jewel. Anyway, she fixed a special dinner just for me. And it was at Bell Gardens, this beautiful spot I thought was going to be beautiful. Ended up with chickens running around.
It was farmland, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was no sidewalks, no nothing. And I thought, oh my gosh, what did I get into? And of course, I came from a very structured, nice community with sidewalks and everything else, and fences and houses. And
yeah, you went from a city to a country.
yeah, that's for sure. Anyway, Mom fixed this very special dinner just for me. And we sat out on the front porch and ate it. And she poured this, what of all things to fix me I'd never had in my life. I'd never seen them, heard of them. It was pinto beans. And with all the hot sauce and onions. Oh, I got hiccups. Sorry. Anyway, she fixed this special dinner, and I hated it. Oh, it was terrible. But I got it down. My mother always told me, you eat it up and say nothing but thank you. And so that's what I did. But I thought to myself, oh, these people must be awful poor. And that was my first impression of meeting my mother-in-law. These people must be awful poor. So anyway, she ended up being my true friend, and we'd sit up sometimes later in years till 2 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3 o'clock, laughing and telling jokes and going on. But she was a good friend, and I truly loved her. If it wasn't for Mom and Poppy, he was a terror, but he never ever once was mean to me, not once. And he would be cussing out and kicking up a storm if I drove up. And the minute I stopped the car, silence. He wouldn't say another thing. He'd just be quiet and not be mean or anything. So, but he was always good to me. So that's all I can say about Poppy. So.
Poppy had some funny stories, too.
Oh, he had some Lulus for Mark. He had Mark believing them, too, about where he put his money in his jowl under his chin or something. I don't know what it was.
In his chicken pouch.
Yeah, whatever he called it anyway. Anyway, Poppy was a good person. He was just alcoholic. He was mean when he got alcohol in him. So, but the minute I turned up, everything was quiet. So that's all I cared about.
Well, your mom and Nanny they got along pretty good too.
Oh yeah, my mother came out to visit me, and she couldn't stand Lee Abbott too many days and nights. I don't know how long she stayed, but we were living out in in Grove Center Street with 3 kids, and she couldn't take it. She knew what the stuff that Lee was pulling on me that I was too dumb to know about. And anyway, she went over to stay with Mom, and they got along like 2 little peas in a pod, and they laughed and went on. They had a great time. And Mom didn't want my mother to go home again. She wanted her to stay here forever.
Well, let's talk about Nanny's stuffing, turkey stuffing.
Oh, God.
Because nobody knows how to. I think you came pretty close to learning how to make it.
Well, but it took me years and years and years. Well, I had my mother, well, I always called her my mother, but I know what she was, Lee's mother.
Your mother-in-law.
Yeah. She was a cook from the South originally. That's what she started out as. She had her own cafeteria, and she could cook. But it was a different type of cooking for what I was used to. You know, I was the old Brit style, common, no fuss, no fancy stuff.
No spice, I know that.
No spice. Even today I don't like spice.
Yeah.
And anyway, Mom, I would do this turkey every year, and it was the best thing I'd ever seen, because we didn't have turkeys in Australia. You know, like, why would we celebrate Thanksgiving Day? That wasn't a holiday for us. So anyway, she would cook this turkey, and I would stand there, and I would watch what she did. I'd say, Mom, tell me what you put in this turkey dressing, in the dressing. She said, you'll just have to watch, because I don't know. I just go by handfuls and pinches and this. So that's what she did. And I'd stand there year after year watching her, what she was doing, and writing it down and keeping track of what she was really doing. Finally, I got it down where I did pretty good.
Well, I think I lost it. So, anyway, I think Debbie probably she says she has it pretty close. So, Debbie, I'm expecting a recipe from you. And just to let you know, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. Debbie's showing this to her grandkids. So, you're going back a few generations. You're sharing all your stories with generations of Abbotts and Allreds and hopefully Robinsons, whatever. I don't think there are any more Robinsons left, but not very many.
There's a million of them over there.
There's not very many of them left, but anyway.
Not here.
They can tune in if they want to hear your stories, and if not, I'm getting them for myself. So tell Debbie, Judy, Ann, and Glenn, that's all of Frankie's kids. Tell them hi, tell them you love them, and then say goodbye.
Bye. See you later. I got a frog in my throat now.
All right. Bye, Debbie.
Bye. Love you.